Alrighty, so this was supposed to be an Abyss video, but Abyss is really, really hard this patch, Lamau. Um, Partially because I'm taking Sino into the second half of Abyss 12, and it's a really a counter intuitive Abyss. So I'm taking Sino into an Abyss that's not very good for him. Unfortunately, Dad came home. Unfortunately, Dad is not built, and she doesn't have her weapon, so we're gonna have to work on that. We're gonna have to work on that. It's gonna be an Arlecchino Boleyn episode, kind of, mostly. So first things first, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna make one of these. See that we only have 2 of those, which kind of sucks. Pop one of those. Be said that we are accidentally talking to Timaeus, Lamau. Get one more, and we're gonna go do some talent farming. So, what? Oh, resin and domain challenges. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so let's go over here. Cracking my knuckles. Stretching. But yeah, it is not a kind abyss.
Emerge right here, right now.
The lineup is triple Marutenki into really annoying mobs, and then oops, I didn't mean to use your eyes burst here. Specifically for the reason of her almost getting one shot. I'm not gonna have Sinos burst back up. That's fine. Yeah, double Frost Operative, double Kairagi. Not in that order. It's Kairagi, Frost Operative. But, oh, sorry. It is Kairagi. Can't remember. God, my memory's so bad.
Emerge right here.
Remember, help comes first.
Mirror Maiden and Pyro Fatui shooter guys.
I'm always watching.
And then into the double operatives, Wind and then Frost.
Mind the side
So it would be less of an issue, but they spawn in 2-3-2, which is really bad for Sino. And then in the next half, it's a Nemesis of Copelia, which isn't super bad. I was actually able, with Plunder's Luke and Jinsho and Bennett and Cloud Retainer, I was actually able to do it like 92 seconds. But the next half is, it's more of the same. It's spawning enemies in waves, which is, you know, it's not good for Sino. If they all spawn, like, if 10 enemies at a time spawned at once in the pack, that's fine. Sino is really good at wave clear, actually. But duoing up enemies and then having to deal with them 2 at a time out of 7, it takes a lot. It's super annoying to deal with.
Right here.
So my general hypothesis is that this is surprisingly an Arlecchino second half kind of abyss.
Right here.
Not really a Arlecchino first half, which is weird because usually the main character of the abyss is like the first half. Or at least in my opinion. That's what I've seen. But yeah. It is tough, tough, tough. It has given me a better appreciation of a few things though. One, it has given me a much better appreciation of Plunge Luke. So, if you've played the plunging build with Cloud Retainer for D-Luke, whether you do it with Farina or you do it with Zincho or Yelan, it is
Ad Astra
a lot of
Abyssos.
damage. It's a lot of AoE damage, actually, as well. Maybe, honestly, in fact, I should maybe try taking Plunge Luke into the second half and Sino into the first half. That's a good idea, honestly, in hindsight. But, you know, it's one of those things that you know, you try it after you think about it. You have to be really, like, whiteboarding off of nothing to, okay, to think of that. At least for me, because, you know, I don't typically think about, some of my comps. Like, I usually, for me, for Abyss, I see one weakness in the... what's the word? One weakness in the essential stack of mobs, and I go, okay, I can exploit that weakness because I have a lot of very good force characters. Unfortunately, force characters don't actually work. Not that they don't actually work, sometimes they don't work. In the case of Magu Kenki and Plunge Luke, the biggest issue is the very initial part of the fight. Getting staggered is ludicrous. Brew a latte. Add coffee. Add milk. Add milk foam. I can't believe I remembered that. Here's your coffee. Alright, we loop back around, we turn this in. Alright. But yeah. It is a very interesting time. Very interesting Abyss. Mostly very damaging Abyss. Yep. Grab some rainbow roses on the way. But yeah. I'm wondering, I kind of want to try to clear, clear 9-star without, Arlecchino first. I think my next video is actually going to be trying that, that Plunge D-Luke combo in the second half, not the first half. I should be able, emphasis on should, I'm not non-confirmable, but I should be able to absolutely shred, the triple Magu Kenki with Sino. Yeah, I should be able to shred the triple Magu Kenki with Sino. I'm confident in it. The only thing I'm not confident about is getting accidentally, like, one-shot. But I think the best way to not get accidentally one-shot with all of the, you know, Magu Kenkis popping their bursts, essentially, at the start of the fight, will be Farina's burst animation actually lasting so long. So hopefully that'll be the case. It'll just last so long that it out-durations the, that it out-durations the Magu Kenki stuff. And then I can just swoop in and AoE them down. There's actually also one other minor issue. One of them likes to dash far away. It's very weird.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
I was actually thinking about taking Zhao as well, but then I remembered, oh yeah, the Magu Kenki, it's very resistant to animo damage, Lamau. Wouldn't be a great idea. Would not be a great idea to take an animo carry into an animal resistant fight, you know what I mean? Actually, I'm pretty sure I've done it before. This is not the correct place now. But yeah,
Add Astra.
sorry about that. Got a phone call. Got a phone call and it was a spam call.
Thank you for completing
What
today's
a waste
commissions.
of
Here is
a pause. And now that's gonna reflect badly in the size of this file. Lamau. So I made a change, but I didn't revert it. I recorded recently a bunch of Stellar Blade, and I saw some fuzziness in the downscaled versions. So, obviously, what do I think to myself to do? I think, if there's fuzziness in the downscale, why not don't do scaling at all? Lamau. So now I have 50 gigabyte clips of Stellar Blade for, you know, just general exporting and upload. Good times. And I've also learned that if you pause recording on OBS, it doesn't pause the data measure. So after you come back and then hit stop recording, it will pretend that you recorded all of that time, and it will report the wrong gigabyte measure. Very weird stuff. I'm not gonna bore anyone with the technicalities, but you know, enjoy the fact that everything is coming out in 4K now, which is neat. At least in my opinion, Lamau. Anyways, see y'all later, probably when I have good Abyss clips or when Alachino is built.